October 30th, 2008, my grandfather's two nephews in Marrero, Louisiana, were shot to death. Were shot to death. Sort of a bad moment to have the speaker go bad on me, but in Marrero, Louisiana, Wallace and Buford Gomez, remember, they also would be qualified as Hispanics, were shot to death by 5 illegals from Central America. I absolutely believe that, in fact, if the federal government had really fulfilled their responsibilities at our border, that these two decent men would still be alive. By the way, let me make note that this story was not a story about Hispanics. This was a story about illegals. It is constantly cited that in some way this is an Hispanic issue. It is not an Hispanic issue. It is an illegal issue. That is our focus. That is our focus.
Is a longtime Florida native and fellow patriot. He's a single father of 3, a tradesman, and owns a small home improvement company. He's a passionate supporter of E-Verify and a leader of the drive to implement it in the state of Florida. Please welcome Anthony Brown.
Hello, how are you today? Great! Wonderful. I don't know if I can... readjust it. I don't know if I can follow that last speaker, but I'm going to give it a shot. E-Verify is an internet-based system that allows employers using information reported on an employee's Form I-9 employment eligibility verification. For most employers, the E-Verify is voluntary and limited to determining the eligibility of new hires. There is no charge for the employers to use E-Verify. The E-Verify system is operated by the Department of Homeland Security in partnership with the Social Security Administration.
Anthony is going to be at the table over here where you can read a little bit more about E-Verify, and he has a petition we would like all of you to sign so we can get our elected officials on the job. And let's start doing something with our legislature to let the employers have a vehicle to know if they're hiring legals or not. So go stop by and talk to Anthony.
Resides in Immokalee, Florida. He loves his country and believes in the principles set forth in the Constitution. He has 3 college degrees and is a single father of his 13-year-old daughter. He is deeply saddened by what he sees in the political arena and believes in doing what is right, not what is popular. Please welcome Larry Wilcoxon.
All right.
Want that a little higher?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
First of all, good day, ladies, gentlemen, and my fellow Americans. Many of you do not know me, but my name is Larry Wilcoxon. I was born and raised here in Collier County, in Immokalee to be exact. I am a single father of 1. I have always been fatherless and now motherless over the last 7 years. As the gentleman mentioned, I have 3 degrees, but one of the most proud degrees that I have is my Master's of Divinity, because I'm a child of God. I would like to state that I am an American who believes solely in the rule of law and the Constitution. Even though the latter document was not written to benefit my ancestors, but over time, that great piece of literature has benefited all of us from every creed and every gender. 1070. First, let me inform you that Bill 1070 is not a Republican issue, it's not a Democratic issue, but more so, it's an American issue. Just looking at the issue close at hand, I come to find that Republicans such as Connie Mack, Lincoln Diaz-Balart, Jeb Bush have spoken out against this bill. And David Rivera refused to address the issue. And on the other hand, Arizona-owned Attorney General Terry Goodart, a Democrat, totally supports the bill. So I say it's not a bipartisan issue. But if I had to play the partisan system about this bill, I would say the Republicans want the illegal immigrants for cheap labor, and the Democrats want the immigrants for votes. I want you if you commit a crime. But once again, I will end this speech with saying, with a rule of law in place in Arizona, this will put a decrease in brothels, coyotes, human slavery, human trafficking, drug smuggling, and forced prostitution. My name is Larry Wilcoxon. I'm also a candidate for Florida House of Representatives District 101. You have been a great audience, and thank you for listening, and God bless you.
Now, originally, Ileana Ramos was supposed to be our next speaker, but a last-minute commitment came up, and so we have Sheila Mahoney to deliver her address. Ileana Ramos is a public insurance adjuster representing property owners in Southwest Florida. She left Cuba in 1964 with her mom, brother, and sister to join her father, who fled to America in 1960 to avoid execution. She loves America and is eternally grateful to be living in a free country. Please welcome Sheila Mahoney to deliver her address.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's great to see you all here. I am here as a legal immigrant, a naturalized citizen, and very grateful and proud American to support a brave governor for fulfilling her duty in protecting her citizens and residents from the devastating consequences of illegal immigration in her state. Thank you. Unlike a president who embarrasses us before the world, bowing to foreign powers and apologizing for our sacrifices and leadership, disregarding our sovereignty or national security, Jan Brewer has shown unwavering courage. Despite criticism from the biased liberal media, a lot of Hollywood, the so-called progressives, and the blatant Marxists and socialists who live in this great land of the free and enjoy the liberties for which our brave men and women have died, she has made the decision to protect her state after much frustration from an absent federal government when it comes to securing our southern borders. The liberals would have you believe that this Arizona law is unconstitutional, immoral, and unfair, that it would discriminate against Mexicans and Latin Americans for living in Arizona. Deep in our hearts, we all know this is not true. Anyone afraid of this law is simply afraid of getting caught doing something wrong.